Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Monday, July the 12th. As promised, this weekend we're going to cover some of the Boxer Shorts, some of the members of the Boxer Shorts list that are looking particularly negative here, just in case we are in a mode where the market is now going to be in a pullback phase for a bit, and you may take advantage of some of these patterns. As you can see, Almost Family, healthcare-related services firm, had a big run-up off of the early March lows, like many stocks did in '09, taking it from about 14 all the way up to over 40. Yeah, actually closer to 43 and a change. The stock rolled over hard in May, bounced, formed a little bit of a bear flag. Here, completed a topping pattern. Yeah, there's your wedge, bear wedge. Broke down with a big breakaway gap to the downside, taking out the neckline here. And is it barely able to bounce, forming a little bit of a bear flag in here, and it appears that this may not be over yet to the downside. Looking for a move that takes it down into the low 20s. My short-term trading target to test the July low. Another healthcare-related stock that's crumbling, Medicis, created a topping pattern, took that out with a breakdown in May, kept edging lower, spiked down a week and a half ago, and now has formed the bear wedge right in here. If this thing cracks this pattern to the downside, we're going to see lower levels. Looking for a potential move down to test the 28.5 level on a short-term basis, my initial trading target. Up next is CFN, that's Care Fusion, Medical Instruments and Supplies. Topped over the course of the last several months and broke the neckline of a kind of a head and shoulders top here, and bounced a little bit, but it's backed off again, and the stock looks weak. It's not responding very well, and we could see a full-fledged return to sender all the way back down to the 18-19 level, my short-term trading target. DO, offshore drilling, which has suffered along with several of the others, cracked in the 84 level in early May, all the way down to the mid-50s, bounced, backed and filled, and now it's formed the big bear wedge. Should this break to the downside, this pattern could quickly retest the lows around 54. That's another 10 points down. And if that's taken out, and there's a substantial amount of support in that zone going back to '08 and '09, then we'll have to deal with it at that point. But short-term wise, I'm looking for a retest of the lows around 54, 55. Family Dollar Stores, a retail stock that had a nice move up in the last year and a half, but has head and shouldered topped in this range, broke the neckline recently with a breakaway gap to the downside, and hasn't been able to do much more than just set up a little mini bear flag the last 4 days. Resistance around 37.5, support around 35, but if 35 is taken out, and I feel that it will, looking for a move down to test major support down around 31, my next trading target. GILD, Gilead Sciences, has been in a downtrend since March highs when it reached 50. It's backed all the way down to 32.5. But over the last month or so has formed a bear wedge. Technicals have not responded, and this stock still may have lower levels to go. A move below 32 could whack this one down into the mid-20s, my next trading target. GPN, Global Payments, been in a pretty negative pattern for a while now. The key break was in January with this big breakaway gap, making steadily lower lows and lower highs. You'll see that the distinct parallel channel was reached about 3 weeks ago. Stock came down hard and bounced, forming a little bear flag here. Not seeing much responsive to the technicals either. It appears that despite the fact that there's a strong layer of support in this zone here, that if that zone should be broken, it should be carefully watched for a breakdown below 35, which could lead to something in the mid to high 20s, my next trading target on GPN. JDS Software, nice big run up, topping pattern, broken hard in June, snapped back in a bear wedge, and that broke down. Now we're a little bear, a little bear flag is formed right here, and very little response on the technical as well. Looks like the possibility exists that if this does not break out above 23 pretty soon and starts to roll over, we could see this move down into the high teens. Big support level at this gap going back a year and a half exists around 18.5, and I expect that level to be tested in my next trading target. JDST, JST, after a big run up, topped out, broke down hard in April, forming a big bear wedge, and appears to be headed lower. Looking for a test at the 10-11 range, my shorter term trading target. Noble Energy, one of the big drillers that got slammed. When it broke here, across that big topping formation, after dropping down from 44 down to the mid-20s, it then bounced its way back up into the low 30s, but on a 1, 2, 3 wave decline advance, looks like a corrective advance. Minimum test of 26 may be coming, and we'll set that as a short-term trading target. Another driller, OII, Oil and Gas Equipment Services firm, I should say, after the big breakdown here at the end of May, snapped back to resistance, failed, pulled back, and bounced. Big wedges forming. We can play this one with a tight stop around 49, 9.5, maybe 50, but a downside break should lead to a quick test of 39, my short-term trading target. Reliance Steel after a big run-up, broke a topping pattern and bounced a little bit here, but formed a little mini bear flag. Looks like lower levels may be doable. I have a target around 27.5, 28. My short-term trading target, longer-term target down around 19, 18, 19. And lastly today, STU student loan, which continues to look like crap. Basically, the stock formed a big bear wedge while the market was going up. Formed a new down channel, stair-stepped its way down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs down, but despite the heavy volume, I'm not seeing any signs of a low, and I'm still looking for lower levels. I have a $19 short-term trading target, and if that's broken, this stock is in big trouble. It could be headed into the mid-teens. That's it for today. Some of the boxes shorts and some short sell ideas going forward for the next down move in the market.